Good evening, good evening, good evening, my YouTube family. Today is Monday the 22nd. Had to look over at the calendar. Today is Monday, March 22nd, and you know what time it is, y'all. It is Keeping Up with Congress. I am Tamara Johnson Shealy, y'all. Please hit the like button. Please hit the share button, that notification button, subscribe if you haven't already. Share this broadcast, y'all. I'm going to tell you, this sun is shining and it took everything in me, y'all, but I was not going to play hooky, y'all. I was not. The sun is shining, and I know as these spring and summer days are approaching us, how difficult it's going to be to listen to this kind of political news. But y'all, we can't go to sleep. I'm so nervous that we're going to fall asleep. We're going to go back to sleep. Joe Biden going to rock us back to sleep. These stimulus checks are going to make people think they rich. Oh, Lord, no. We can't go back to sleep, y'all. 2022 is upon us. Municipal races are happening. People are gearing up. We got to get this. We got to hold them accountable, y'all. You know what that, you know, that's what we do. We hold them accountable. We're looking for opportunities in legislation. Where is the money? Where's the money? Who is it going to? How do we get some of it, y'all? We are not here just because. We're here because we recognize that this country that we live in has a problem. And that problem is taking our money and doing what the heck they want to do with it. And we ain't having it no more. They get to Congress and forget about the people who sent them there. So we got to keep our eyes. I know the sun is shining, but I come to you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 7:30. Not long. You can listen to this as you walk in. You know, we're on YouTube. You got your phones, put your headset on, your earpiece, whatever you got. Just, y'all, don't sleep. Please don't go back to sleep. So I'm going to share my screen. Let me share my screen here. Where is it? There it is. There it is. So as you know, this is always brought to you by Withhold the Vote, where it does not mean don't vote. Don't get it twisted and don't try to make it something that is not. It means we're holding our elected officials accountable. It means we're harnessing our political power. We go to the polls. We just vote very strategically. This vote is a weapon. There it is. I said it. Keeping up with Congress, y'all. So today I took a little break from reparations news and reparations information and combed through the congressional bills that are hearings that are coming down the pike. Those hearings that are coming our way, I wanted to share them with you so you can be on the lookout. You know, this is new TV. This is the new TV. This is what you need to be watching. I know you like your Netflix and your HBO and all your favorite channels and your favorite shows. But guess what, y'all? This is the new TV. Let's watch Keeping Up with Congress. Let's watch these hearings over in Congress. Now we're in this digital world and these digital platforms. Let's keep our eyes on what they're doing. So I wanted to bring you some hearings that are happening in Congress. So took a little switch today, but I got a few bills, but I wanted to concentrate on these hearings today. So you can set your calendars so you'll know what to be looking out for. It was a lot of them, but I wanted to bring you some that I thought you might find interesting enough to start paying attention, and then maybe you can dive into some of the other ones as we get acclimated to keeping up with Congress and paying attention and watching these congressional hearings. So this one is a hearing to examine why the U.S. pays the highest prices in the world for prescription drugs. That's because we dope dealers in the U.S. they drug dealers, legal, they drug dealers here. This is the Senate Health, Education, Labor, and Pensions Committee. This hearing will be held on Tuesday, March 23rd, 2021, 10 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Eastern. That's tomorrow, y'all. Hearings to examine why the U.S. pays the highest prices in the world for prescription drugs. Make sure you take a moment, if you save that to your calendar, y'all. Another hearing tomorrow is the Building Back Better, examining the future of America's public lands. I told you I take such interest in food and air and water and land, because everything else we're going to have to work it out. But the food, the air, the water, and the land, we're going to get that right. So this is the Building Back Better, examining the future of America's public lands. What are they going to do with our public lands? They trying to drill on them. How about give them back? Give this land to the people. How about make it? There's some reparations right there. African Americans, those of us who are descendants of slaves in this country, Native Americans, give us the land, that 40 acres and a mule you promised that we didn't get. Tomorrow, y'all. Let's pay attention. Building Back Better, examining the future of America's public lands. Give it back to the people that it belongs to, right? Who tilled the soil, whose ancestors are, got our blood, sweat, and tears in this soil. Give it back, America. So this is the House Natural Resources Committee. It is tomorrow at 10 a.m. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. Set your calendars, y'all, if you're interested in hearing about public lands. Here's another one. In the Senate Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs, tomorrow at 2:30, hearings to examine the 2020 census and the current activities of the Census Bureau. Now, I thought this was interesting because, now that the census is over and we're past that, why is it so quiet about what does the census, what did they really find out? I really want to know, like, what did they really find out about those that participated in the census? What did they really find out? So this is the hearings to examine the 2020 census and current activities of the Census Bureau. I'm curious. I want to know what they really found out. This is Tuesday, tomorrow, y'all, the 23rd, 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mark your calendars. Mark your calendars. On Wednesday, this one's called Power Struggle. Power Struggle, examining the 2021 Texas grid failure. Yeah, they failed Texas. Texas failed Texas with that grid and that storm that came through. And yeah, I want to know what happened. Power Struggle, examining the 2021 Texas grid failure. Wednesday, y'all. Wednesday, March 24th at 11:30. This Wednesday, mark your calendar. March 24th at 11:30. I'm gonna save this so I can remind you tomorrow. Preserving a Lifeline, examining public housing in a pandemic. Preserving a Lifeline, examining public housing in a pandemic. What does that mean? Do you see public housing as a lifeline? Okay, I can take that one way or another. I'd like to see us focus more on home ownership. Those words just have gone out the window. We hear affordable housing, affordable housing. They want more renters. They don't want more owners. So this is Wednesday, March 24th at noon, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wednesday, March 24th, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Preserving a Lifeline, examining public housing in a pandemic. Yeah, what you're preserving it? Are you going to improve these people's lives? What's really going on in public housing? So that's Wednesday at noon, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The next one, examining the need to expand eligibility under the Radiation Exposure Compensation Act. Yeah, I told you, food, air, water, land. Now, examining the need, hear that, see that word, need, to expand eligibility under the Radiation Exposure Compensation Act. Need to expand the Exposure Compensation Act. There's some stuff going on that we're not hearing about. Who are they going to compensate? Who has been exposed to some radiation and we don't know? Is it air, water? What's the land? Where is this radiation? What's going on? House Judiciary Committee this Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wednesday, March 24th, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, House Judiciary Committee. See, we have to pay attention. All this stuff is going to be online. Like I said, this is the new Netflix. This is the new HBO. Let's pay attention, y'all. Keeping Up with Congress. Please don't go back to sleep. This Wednesday at noon. This Radiation Exposure Compensation Act. Y'all need to expand it. Why? Who you making sick? Where are these? Who are these people? March 24th, y'all. The rural economy. There's a House committee, House Appropriations, Wednesday, March 24th at 2 p.m. Wednesday, March 24th at 2 p.m. The rural economy. I spent a lot of time down in South Georgia, a lot of time down in South Georgia. And I can tell you that there's so much land and opportunity. And everywhere I drove around, I realized how much opportunity there was with the land and, growing and building and just creating. I just saw so much opportunity. So I do see the need for us to invest in our rural communities because it's just opportunity. People there that can work and want to work and, just beautiful countryside, just so much opportunity there. Rural Georgia, rural America. The rural economy, y'all. Wednesday, March 24th, 2:00 p.m. Wednesday, March 24th, again at 2 p.m., the Clean Future Act, powering a resilient and prosperous America. The Clean Future Act, clean energy, y'all. The Clean Future Act, powering a resilient and prosperous America. Sounds like jobs, opportunities. Yeah. Wednesday, March 24th, 2 p.m. An oversight hearing to examine Small Business Administration's COVID-19 relief programs. So wait a minute, an oversight hearing to examine the Small Business Administration's, the SBA, their COVID-19 relief program. So now y'all going to examine it. Did y'all not send them some money in the $1 trillion packet that just came? Now we're going to examine. I think this country puts the cart before the horse. Like, it seemed like we would have a plan for when we send this money to the SBA. Did they not get something? They didn't get anything? I saw something circulating on social media, and I need to go read it, so don't quote me, but that the Republicans are really upset about this COVID, this Biden stimulus package that he just passed, because it doesn't have as much COVID relief in it as it does many other things. So is this one of those things? I don't know. This is why we have to keep our eyes on Congress. Wednesday, March 24th, 2:30. Wednesday, March 24th, 2:30. The Senate Small Business and Entrepreneurship Committee. The Senate Energy and Natural Resources Committee is hearings to examine the viability of incorporating natural infrastructure in Western water management and policy to support economic development, protect watershed health, and build more resilient communities. I told you, food, air, water, and land, we gonna have to get that right. So this incorporating a natural infrastructure in Western water management. Yeah, because the infrastructure we have now is, plants and, when I say plants, I mean the physical infrastructure of building plants, water facilitation, buildings, and, I think we can get back to some of the natural ways that, water is cleaned, and I think we could. So I'd like to hear more about these incorporating these natural infrastructures in Western water management. Wednesday, March 24th, 2:30, the Senate Energy and Natural Resources Committee. Thursday, March 25th at 9:30 a.m. Thursday, March 25th, 9:30 a.m. Hearings to examine the child nutrition reauthorization, focusing on healthy meals and healthy futures. They know they feed our children crap. They know in these school systems and, some of these programs. Yeah. Hearings to examine child nutrition reauthorization, focusing on healthy meals and healthy futures. Senate Agriculture, Nutrition, and Forestry. I really would want to serve on that committee, y'all. If I'm ever get the opportunity to be elected, I really would want to be in that, and on agriculture in that committee, the Senate Agriculture, Nutrition, and Forestry. Thursday, March 25th, y'all pay attention. Keeping Up with Congress. Thursday, March 25th at 10 a.m. Eastern. Thursday, March 25th, 10 a.m. The Senate Health, Education, Labor, and Pensions Committee. It's hearings to examine our COVID-19 response, focusing on improving health equity and outcomes by addressing health disparities. Quite broad, but it's the hearings to examine our COVID-19 response. So now we're going to look back on how we responded, focus on improving health equity and outcomes by addressing health disparities. Okay. They want to let's see if they want to really get it right. Thursday, March 25th, 10 a.m., the Senate Health, Education, and Labor and Pensions Committee. Thursday, March 25th at 10 o'clock, there's another one, Senate Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs, hearings to examine the American Rescue Plan, focusing on shots in arms and money in pockets. Somebody mad. They're going to focus on the shots in the arms and the money in the pocket. Like, we know this stuff is free now, right? This COVID, these COVID vaccines, for those that have decided to take it, it's free now. But at some point, this is going to be a moneymaker for Big Pharma. Be on the lookout. Hearings to examine the American Rescue Plan, focusing on shots in arms and money in pockets. We know it's coming. Thursday, March 25th. Thursday, March 25th at 11 a.m., Senate Budget Committee is the hearings to examine the tax code, focusing on making the wealthiest people and the largest corporations pay their fair share of taxes. Hearings to examine the tax code, focusing on making the wealthiest people and the largest corporations pay their fair share in taxes. So here's the Republican, they always say you penalizing people for making profits, for making money. So this is going to be sounds like a battle. They're going to fight this one out in the Senate Budget Committee. Hearing to examine the tax code. The House Oversight and Reform Committee, Thursday, March 25th at noon, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Remote hearing on rooting out fraud in small business relief programs. So they want to root out fraud in small business relief programs. The House Oversight and Reform Committee. Yeah, they coming for some folks, y'all. Rooting out fraud in small business relief programs. So I hope some of these people that's getting some of this COVID money, they ready to be investigated. Pay attention, keeping up with Congress, because they coming back. So people that I heard through the internet world, you see it. People getting stuff. Y'all get ready. House Agriculture Committee, Thursday, March 25th at noon. It's a hearing to review the state of Black farmers in the U.S. You want to review the state of Black farmers? Didn't you just give them some money in this COVID relief bill? See, I tell you, this country put the cart before the horse. The cart before the horse. Now y'all want to review the state of Black farmers in the U.S. You just gave them what? So you gave them a drop in the bucket. What was what you just did? I don't get it. House Agriculture Committee, the cart before the horse. This is America. Thursday, March 25th at noon. Keeping our eyes on Congress, y'all. Another hearing is the House Energy and Commerce Committee, Thursday, March 25th at noon. Disinformation Nation. Disinformation Nation. Social media's role in promoting extremism and misinformation. So y'all better watch that stuff y'all sharing on social media. Disinformation Nation. Social media's role in promoting extremism and misinformation. Thursday, March 25th. Who's to say it's extremism and who's to say it's misinformation? Everybody has a perspective, right? This is America, the freedom. We have the freedom of speech, quote unquote, right? Here we go, censoring us. Thursday, March 25th, 2021 at noon. House Education and Labor, House Education and Labor this Thursday, March 25th at 1. Thursday, March 25th at 1. Lessons learned. Charting the path to educational equity post-COVID-19. Lessons learned. Charting the path to educational equity post-COVID-19. Not in the middle of the broadcast, y'all. Folks is calling. Pardon that, y'all. Pardon. Charting the path to educational equity post-COVID-19, y'all. Yeah, there was some, I've heard there was some children missing, that didn't make it back to school during the pandemic, so they got to figure out how to make sure that, if this is going to be our new world, these digital platforms and, going to school virtually, we got to make sure that every child can, if they can't get on that bus and come to school, or their parents choose to not bring them, we got to make sure that they have computers and they have access to the internet, right? We got to make sure that every child has what they need. So yeah, charting the path to educational equity after COVID. Absolutely. Let's fix that. House Education and Labor this Thursday, March 25th, 2021. All right. We do have a few bills, y'all. Let me see. Where are we? All right. Senate Bill 361 is a bill to establish a 90-day limit to file a petition for judicial review for a permit, license, or approval for a highway or public transportation project and for other purposes. This is Senator Ted Cruz, Republican out of Texas. Senator Ted Cruz. Every time I see his name, I think about Cancun, y'all. Cancun Cruz. There was one meme where Ted had some braids. They asked him if something about what did he do during the snowstorm? And it was like he had a picture with some braids. I'm like, I swear the internet is vicious. But yeah, this is our Senator Cancun Ted Cruz, Republican out of Texas. He wants to establish a 90-day limit to file a petition for judicial review of a permit, license, or approval for a highway or public transportation project. Ted Cruz, y'all. Senate Bill 362 is the Federal Permitting Modernization Act of 2021. Our friend Ted Cruz again, our Cancun Cruz. Federal Permitting Modernization Act of 2021. So let's see what this is. The Federal Permitting, let me make this larger, y'all, so you can see it and scroll up. Right, here we go. The Federal Permitting Modernization Act of 2021 establishes a series of deadlines for agency action under the FAST Act, which is Fixing America's Surface Transportation Act, which gives project proponents more control over the timetable and prevents litigants from unnecessarily holding up projects. They want to do everything fast. That's that Cancun Cruz, y'all. Ted Cruz. Senate Bill 363, Make It in America Act. Make It in America Act. Stop sending we're a country where I swear we just import everything. Like we don't make half the stuff that we probably could be making. Those are our jobs that we've given away and sent overseas. So this bill here, it says right here, this bill increases American-made content requirements from 50% to 75%. So that's a good thing. This bill increases American-made content requirements from 50% to 75%. Let's bring it home. A lot of the stuff, we are doing abroad, we can bring it back. Democrat, this is Debbie Stabenow, Senator Debbie Stabenow, Democrat out of Michigan. Make It in America Act. Now, I know that's right. Bring it on home, Debbie. Senate Bill 364, no taxpayer funding for the Paris Climate Agreement Act. No taxpayer funding for the Paris Climate Agreement Act. Senator Marsha Blackburn, Republican out of Tennessee. You know, that was, I looked it up. You know, I do know a little bit about the Paris Agreement, but here it is. It says the Paris Agreement is a landmark international accord that was adopted by nearly every nation in 2015 to address climate change and its negative impacts. The agreement includes commitments from all major emitting countries to cut their climate pollution and to strengthen those commitments over time. It goes on, I wanted to see, you know, it says, is the Paris Agreement working? President Donald Trump officially withdrew the United States from the Paris Climate Agreement in November 2020, the only country to do so. And although President-elect Joe Biden has promised to rejoin on his first day in office in January 2021. So I haven't kept up with that. I wasn't sure if we've rejoined the Paris Climate Agreement yet. Is that something that President Biden has signed the United States back up for? But there was some bigger reasons why Donald Trump decided to withdraw. Is it because of what China is doing with, they're not, they're emitting most of the pollutants? Is that what it is? I don't know. We have to dive in, and that's the work we do with Keeping Up with Congress behind the scenes, y'all. We get these answers and we put out the rest of the information. This is the work that we do. So join us, be a part of what we're doing, y'all. So one more bill for the night before I let you go. Senate Bill 365 is to End Child Exploitation Act. The End Child Exploitation Act. Senator Marsha Blackburn, Republican out of Tennessee. Senator Marsha Blackburn. The End Child Exploitation Act legislation is designed to extend the period of time that technology companies are required to preserve information about child sexual abuse images they report to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. So this bill she goes on to say, this is Senator Hawley. This bill will help law enforcement and tech companies effectively combat the scourge of child exploitation content online. Sounds like some good legislation here. Good legislation. Senate Bill 365, End Child Exploitation Act, Republican Marsha Blackburn. We're going to take care of our children, y'all. Take care of our children. So I am Tamara Johnson Shealy. We are almost at the half hour. I just want to thank you. We finished up just a few minutes early. The sun is shining through my window still. I'm gonna do this, y'all. I said I was gonna come to you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 7 p.m. to 7:30. And I've been diligent. I've been consistent. I'm doing it, y'all. But you gotta keep paying attention. We just cannot go back to sleep. I know the sun is shining. It's springtime now. Summer's about to roll around, and I know we need a break. I know. But take it, balance it with still keeping up with what's happening with these legislators. We can't. I think we as those of us that if you follow me and you Black, you know the statistics. The data is showing by 2053, we're going to have zero net wealth. We can't stop fighting for reparations. We can't stop pushing. We can't stop trying. We can't stop demanding. We can't. Even when the sun is shining, we still have to take the time, go out, enjoy the day, get back to this computer, get back to your cell phone, Keeping Up with Congress, continue to share, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification button. Please hit the like button if you haven't already. Hit the like button. I need the algorithms to know that I'm here and I've been coming here. So I want to thank you for joining me tonight. Please spread the word about withhold the vote. Like I said, this never said don't vote. This said we're not going to the polls and being pimped no more. We ain't giving this thing away for free. No more. You ain't pimping us for our vote. Just because you got a D behind your name or R behind your name, or because you got brown skin, you got white skin, you Latino. No. It's all about policy. Where do you stand on the issues? I told y'all when I went to South Georgia, they kept asking me, you a Democrat? I could have fell out. Ask me my name and where I stand on the issues. I ain't gonna get on my soapbox tonight, y'all. We're at the half hour. Thank you for joining me. As usual, I will put your comments on the screen on my way out. Of course, I will see you tomorrow night. Right here. Go to the website, withholdthevote.org. Send us a little cash app, y'all. Hit the cash app. Send us a little something. It takes resources to do what we do. We want to put some ads out. We want to do things, but we need you to help us do it, y'all. This is our new TV. So have a good evening. I will see you tomorrow night.